Yo, what's good everyone? This is Ayo Boxing from Adiba, and here's my prediction for Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. So it's finally upon us. The long-awaited showdown between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford is finally here, and it's happening this Saturday. It took us some time and several detours, but the fight of the year is here. Errol Spence, the unified IBF, WBC, and WBA champion, will be fighting for undisputed against the WBO champion, Terence Crawford. I'm a fan of both fighters, so it's been hard for me to choose the winner. Both are elite, pound-for-pound fighters with their own skill sets and accomplishments, but I have to pick Terence Crawford to win this fight. And the reason I'm picking Crawford is because Crawford is the more dynamic fighter. I'm picking Crawford to win by a late round KO or stoppage, but I would not be surprised if Spence wins this by a late round stoppage as well. I believe Crawford's ability to counterpunch will be the difference in this fight. Crawford is an elite boxer puncher. He can fight going forward, he can fight going backwards. He can fight you on the inside and go toe to toe, and he can box on the outside and stick and move. He's explosive, has one punch knockout power, defense, ring IQ, footwork, speed, and can switch hit. But Crawford is at his best and most elite when he's counterpunching, especially against an aggressive opponent. Crawford has knocked out and hurt all of his opponents at welterweight with counterpunches, and when you look at the times that Spence has been hurt, stunned, or taken a big shot, it was because of a counterpunch. And most of those counterpunches that hurt Spence were looping, wide, curve punches. And Crawford throws a lot of looping, wide, curve punches, hooks, uppercuts, swivel punches, overhands. Spence has been hit by all of these punches, and those are the same punches that are within Crawford's arsenal. Furthermore, Spence has not faced an opponent like Crawford before. The majority of Spence's opponents would be at the mid-range and would stay in front of Spence for the most part. Crawford, on the other hand, has the ability to fight off the back foot and box and move, and has been proven to be deadly doing so. I feel like this will be the key for Crawford in this fight. If Spence cannot build a steady rhythm and gain momentum from his pressure and volume punching because Crawford is not stationary, this may cause Spence to try to force the fight, therefore making him vulnerable to counterpunches, and I can see Spence getting hurt by a counterpunch and then getting stopped by Crawford. However, you cannot count out Spence in this fight. Spence is an elite pressure fighter. He does his best work on the inside, in which he overwhelms you with volume and specializes in attacking the body. But he's also good at fighting at the mid-range and has shown the ability to box from the outside, though it's rarely seen. Spence has very good fundamentals, has the type of power that will break you down, has a high ring IQ, durability, toughness, and underrated footwork. You're guaranteed to be in a tough scrap when you go against Spence, and this is his advantage in this fight. Crawford has a tendency to go toe-to-toe and get into firefights with his opponents. Most of the time, it works out for him. However, Crawford has been caught and hurt several times in brawls. Sean Porter, Aegis Kavaliauskas, and Yuriorkis Gamboa have all hurt and stunned Crawford in these toe-to-toe situations. The Kavaliauskas fight stands out because Crawford was not listening to his trainer and was fighting off of ego and pride in that fight. Crawford even said this himself. Despite winning, he was hurt and unofficially knocked down in that fight. If you've seen the last press conference, tensions are running high now, so it's likely that Crawford might fight off emotions during this fight, thus leading to more toe-to-toe brawls and exchanges. Crawford is a good brawler, but that situation would favor Spence's style and his size. Spence's game plan is to hit you anywhere and everywhere, and once he's able to touch you, then he's able to build his rhythm. And once that happens, he keeps getting stronger in each round. If Crawford allows Spence to build his momentum and touch him up to the body, Spence will break him down. No one has been able to stop the pace and volume of Spence once he gets going. Additionally, Spence does have the ability to cut off the ring. He has good footwork, and if he was able to give Floyd Mayweather a hard time in sparring, then we can infer that Spence knows how to deal with guys that move. But this fight really comes down to who can make the best adjustments. Both fighters are capable of doing so, but I believe Crawford has shown the ability to adjust more. This is going to be crucial in the fight, and because of this, I'm picking Crawford. Another thing to point out is that Spence has a very good jab, and that could disrupt the rhythm of Crawford, especially when he's trying to get set and move. But regardless, I'm still picking Crawford. I'm excited for this fight, and I hope you guys are as well. The winner of this fight will most likely be pound for pound, but who knows, this is boxing, anything can happen. But thank you for tuning in with Ayo Boxing with Madiba. Hit like and subscribe, and more content's coming your way.